economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just to, nah, wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Kosho. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not economy if it is not important.
What's
if I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
Yeah, what up, Vicky? Arrow Sassy in the house. Only bands in the building. What's goody? What's good? DJ Scratchers in the house. What up, though? How you guys feeling? Welcome. Settle on in. Let's settle on in. Kick your shoes off. Let's relax and get started, yeah? Oh, no, caveman, no caveman. What up, Mr. Lopez? Daniel in the building. There he is. What up, Vince? How you guys doing? Welcome in. Clubhouse, how are you? What up, Soho? What up, Angel? Back to business, baby. Hey, yo, Jay Coop. What's goody? What's good? How you guys doing? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. It is 13th day of April, and another day for us to get into it here. Another day for us to be patient, to be disciplined, and to lock in on the future, baby. Future is created in the now. Write it down. The future is created in the now. Write it down. The future is created in the now. All right. So why don't we pray real quick right now, and then we'll begin our session today. Y'all ready to go? W's in the chat. Let's get it. All right, let's pray real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, Father God, I thank you for this group, for the excitement and the enthusiasm that has taken place, Lord. I thank you for firing people up, for the visions that you have over their life, Lord. We pray that you would continue to bless these sessions, bless each and every individual in these sessions, and we thank you for the harvest, and we give you the glory in Jesus' name. Amen, baby. Amen. Let's do this. It is Thursday. It is April the 13th. And we got some red folder news. We got some PPI here in front of us today, and that'll show up in about 6 minutes here at 8:30, and that's pretty much all we really have to look out for today in terms of any red folders. We've got some unemployment claims, some orange folders, some yellow folders as well, but nothing too crazy outside of this 8:30 news here. So we'll also get unemployment claims to come out at the same time, get that over the way, and yeah. Did I say April? August. yeah, August, my bad. I'm just looking forward to the spring, you know what I mean? It's springtime all the time around here, you know? Oh, man. What up, NV? My bad. April, August, same thing. Philippe is in the house. Philippe, what's goody? All right. Did I say April twice? You know what? I think it might be April. All right, let's get into it here. It is August the 13th, and we got 4 minutes here for the news, and then we should be pretty clear for the rest of the day. So let's jump into the technicals. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis here, and we'll take a look at GJ and USD JPY. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let me lower this music a little bit, and we should be good to go. Let me know about that. The music should be good right there. Let me know. Let me know. Someone reliable. Someone reliable, let me know. Okay, Julia. Julia's valid. Julia's valid. All right. Certified. Yeah, we need someone certified. All right, I'm gonna lower it just a little bit for all the, you know, the guys with extra hearing in the back, and that should be pretty good there. So why don't we get into it? Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Let's see what we can do on gold. We'll take a look at NQ as well, and just do what we do every single day. Notice how you show up here, and I do the same thing every single day. That's the trader, right? That's the pro. He just shows up and does rinse and repeat all day long. So let's take a look at the we'll start at the daily time frame and work our way down here. So gold. Let me grab my tools here. So the daily time frame, right? So we did close bullish yesterday. So I just want to kind of track back a little bit because the daily's got some ranges here, right? So we know that we had a closure originally above this zone right here to the left, and that ultimately puts us in this clean range here, right, where you have this nice clean candle for price to continue moving up. Now the only issue is you really had almost no top wick on that candle. So although you'd like that range to get filled on the very next candle, it's very tough when that previous one closes with almost no top wick. Plus we're a bit overextended, you know, at that breakout. So we do get a bearish candle closure that follows that candle. Now, the reason why I wasn't bearish on, I think that was Tuesday, is very simply because although we closed bearish, if we look left, we still remained above these levels of resistance and ultimately in this current range, right? If we were gonna kind of color coordinate the ranges here, this would be like your yellow range, right? And then you probably have your red range down here, and then above that will probably be like the orange range, right? So from that resistance. So even though you closed bearish, you still closed bearish in the yellow range, right? So therefore you pretty much remain bullish. So now that we've stayed in the yellow range, we've also now created a strong support. So we've created a very, very strong support here, finally in this zone now. So we can probably get rid of this one right here and say, okay, we have a daily support level now. So we have clean range again coming up. We did break the highs already, so pretty interesting that we're coming down now and moving back down here. So we'll see what's going to happen. We got the news coming out in about 2 minutes, so we'll see where that pushes this daily candle. But all in all, we do have a bullish closure yesterday. We have a clean range to the left, and if this candle here decides to, you know, start moving back up now, you should see a break of the high and a fill of this range here today. So let's see what that looks like on the 4-hour chart, see if we have any signs of moving bullish. So we do have a inverted celery type of deal going on. We don't have much of a lower wick on the current candle yet, so maybe we're coming down for a 4-hour low, but ultimately you have support sitting right here. We did reject out of that support level. We kind of closed up and created a new support, but I think the issue at the moment is number one, pre-news, and number two, you've got almost no no bottom wick on this candle. So let's go down to the 1 hour. Let's see what's happening there. You do have a resistance here on the 1 hour chart. So you have basically resistance level sitting at like 44.51-ish, and then you've got support down here, and you do have a pretty clean range to move down. Now, I don't want to jump on these sells right away though, because this is where that 4 hour can create that lower wick, boom, just like this, have the news pop, and then come back up here and now close bullish to move up and fill that wick. So I definitely want to give this a chance to possibly look for the longs here if price action can close back above there. So the 30-minute candle is closing right now, and it looks like it will form support here. So we do get a support to form. We're going to get the news coming out now, so you might get a crazy push. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, so we got all this range here to fill. So 4 hour daily, right? A lot of range. Daily candle might start moving back up now as we approach the news, and I think if we can get any sort of closures closures above these resistances here, we can look for buy positions. So let's see what happens. I would love to see gold throw a wick going down to break that 4-hour low and then come back up and close above the range, and then that'll put us in a pretty good position to have a bottom wick now on the 4-hour and a re-break of that inverted celery high or something like that. So that is that's the plan. Let's wait for news. The price is pretty much just ranging right now. Don't get all excited and all, you know, weird and stuff with the volume coming in. It's just part of the news being absorbed into the market. So let's let it get absorbed. Let's see where the candles close, what direction they're pointing, and then we can look for potential buys or selling opportunities according to those candles. So that's pretty much what I've got going on at the moment. You've got pretty much a no trade range sitting right here, which is where price is a little confused. The 4-hour candle doesn't know where it wants to go, and then above you have all this clean traffic moving up, right, and even up here, and then below you've got nice clean range to move down. So we'll see what price wants to do, but right now we're just wicking up, wicking down, and trying to find our footing here. So we'll hang tight. We'll wait for this news to finish up here, give it about 15 minutes, and then we will go from there. All right, cool. Wow, just when you thought price was going up, just when you would have thought, that's what I'm saying right here, just when you would have thought price might be going down too, price might shoot right back up. So just be careful here with the news. Let's wait for that to get all fixed up, and then we'll start approaching the market there. So let's move over to the NASDAQ, and let's do a fresh top-down analysis here. We haven't really done much on NQ. Let's move over to the daily. Daily struggling big time. Big time. So you got a nasty range here on the daily chart. You got support here, you've got resistance here, and it's not looking good, right? You got a lot of rejections to the top side here. Price trying to, you know, continue pushing up, but just unable to get through that resistance to the left. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour's been knocking at the door for a while, but no one's home. No one's answering at the top here, right? So we just cannot break free of that resistance. We have some support here too. Again, daily ranging, 4-hour ranging. That's going to be tough on the lower time frames here. So let's take a look at those lower time frames. 1 hour is also ranging at the moment. So you have this consolidation here. We never got a closure below it. Maybe if we would have got a close below, we would have looked to take advantage of the sells here coming down, but no closure below on this previous candle. Bunch of wicks to the left hand side. 4 hours still, you know, in the zone there, so very, very tough on the lower time frames. And I don't even know what the heck's going on here. So this just support is everywhere. I think if we can really probably push down, I might be more interested in the buys to shoot back up maybe on the daily, but I don't know. The price action is not the hottest here. I'll probably wait for a 1 hour closure. Keep this range as simple as possible today. If this candle can close anywhere around this like 848 area, then we could look for a wick fill and price to continue down. But I probably won't be making any decisions here until that 1 hour candle closes in about 30 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how the candle closes, but overall that's pretty much where we're at the moment. We'll see if we can pull back a little bit and stay, you know, somewhere up here, and then we can possibly look to fill that wick. So that is pretty much it. So let me get rid of a couple lines here because this is too crazy, too much going on here, and we'll just keep that range at the moment. Boom, boom. We'll clone this, take care of business, boom, mark off our zone, and then that's pretty much it, you know. And if we fill this range, then we have to have talks about possibly coming back up, or, you know, the continuation, right? The kind of the break, the retest, and then the continued move down. So we'll take it one candle at a time here today, but always remember, the hunt is always worth it. It's always worth it. All right, so that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So let's enjoy the hunt here today, and let's see what we can come up with. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that I can help you out with here today, take advantage of the time that we have here, man. It's easy to take it for granted, but if you've got questions and you're not in life where you want to be and you think that I can maybe help you in any sort of way, ask some questions so I could do that for you today. Okay? Cool. Now NQ is now done. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, you would have thought price was just gonna go bearish there, right? Oh, this gets crazy, man, with news. All the new traders like, how did he know? How did he know? You never know. We might just close like that. So don't get too. That's why I said don't get too excited there. No need to get too excited. Maybe Asian will look better. Hey, yo. Asian. Chill, Daniel. Chill. New York session's going to be fire, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be the best session you ever traded. Did I take 8 a.m. buys? I did not. Nope. What up, Roberto? How are you, brother? Hey, how are you? How's it going? How's it going? Got a podcast dropping on Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. It's going down. It's going down. Austin Silver, ASFX, back at it. I think that was my 4th time appearing on the ASFX podcast. Podcast and webinar. Yeah, exactly. Yep. What are my thoughts on what? I didn't see the question. What's up, Rashid? How you doing, brother? Yeah, the 15-minute buys, they were probably good. Yeah, right here, yeah, those were pretty good. Yeah, I wasn't gonna take it before news though. Oh, you want the dates in the... You talking about the reels? When we do the reels? Yeah, you know what? We put the dates in some of them, but yeah, that's a good idea. We should probably put them in all of them. All the reels. Bum, bum. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's hang tight now. Let's just wait on price to do its thing, and yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here observing. Yeah, last night we took Asian session trade. That was hold on a second. That was where was it? Right here. Yeah, 30-minute inverted celery. Bada bing, bada boom. Target was right there. Target that got tapped perfectly before that pullback too. The only issue is we had to go break even right there. So it went break even. The candle closed at like almost no bottom wick right at this level here, and then we got tapped. Yeah, so it's good trading idea. Range got filled eventually. Took a little while, but eventually got filled. Yeah, if this candle had left a decent wick, we would have just stayed in there, or I would have just stayed in there. Gotta make the right decisions. Gotta respect the rules. Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, we'll do it. The New York meetup video is almost done actually. I want to say Monday we'll drop that one. Monday after the weekend. I want to show you guys a preview of it so bad. Yeah, the gold buys were not bad. Yeah, definitely pre-news though. Probably pretty quick to go break even. Yeah, no bottom wick. Yeah, in Asian, we were already in the trade, so we just went break even at that point. But yeah, I feel that, man. It was looking good. It was looking real good. 30 inverted celery, 15-minute celery itself. Yeah, and then we just dropped. That thumb candle. Stupid candle. Look at this doji. It's like an airplane. What time was the Asian trade taken? What time? That trade was taken at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, you can check it. I'll let you guys know when it's out. I think they're gonna do like a premiere for it, so you know we could just mob out and just flood the place up on the premiere. They all know. Everyone knows now, bro. When the TT clan comes around, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yo, that podcast match thing, that was epic. How did I decide to go break even? The candle closed with no bottom wick, so I just went break even there. Yep. Rich Liz in the building. What's happening? Boom, boom, boom. It is what it is. It is what it is, fam. That's it. You took a good trade. You went break even. It happened to me last night. You know? And then price ran too last night. But yeah, nah, it happens. It happens. Uh, 15-minute support. Because I'm not that interested in the sells, to be honest. I'm just looking for the buys really now. Yeah, I'd love to participate in the buys here with that 4-hour candle. Now that we got a, did we break the low? Yeah, we broke the low once again. So now that we broke the low on the 4-hour, I really like the buys coming back up if we can hold strong bullish. How do I decide what break-even point to go to? I just look for structure. Yeah, so if I got into this trade here, I really don't look for break-evens, to be honest. I look for partials, and then I just go break-even at my partials. So I'm not really a big break-even guy where it's just break-even. I will do it from time to time, but I'm trying to get some partials and secure a bag when I'm going break-even. So in this case, like, I would pretty much be looking for partials somewhere up here. So anywhere up here where I see structure, right, where I have different levels that are respecting. So something like here, notice how when price came up, it kind of rejected right here, you know, something there, you got this, right? So I'd be looking somewhere in this overall zone for partials, and that'll just be based off of structure itself. So when we get there, that's when I'll go break even as well, close partials and go break even. Yeah, I don't really like going break even without closing partials, because then I basically didn't get anything for my hunt. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll like get out early, like let's say if we have no bottom wick or something's happening that I'm starting to pick up on. But other than that, I like to try and let the trade stay open pretty much until my partials are hit. What up, C Melly? How was that event, bro? On which time frame? All of them. You know, you want to see if it can line up with all of them, right? So look, you have the 30-minute resistance here. And then if we go there, now we kind of see that same line, right? That same area. So maybe somewhere around that wick fill. You know, you just got to kind of pick out the area in which what makes sense according to all the time frames. So you see how they all have a little bit of a tap 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 in this area here. That'll be the one that I would want to use when I'm taking that trade. So basically, if I was going to take the trade and we get a closure above, all right, and we get in off current candle highs, I'm going to hold that trade pretty much up into that resistance level right there. And then from there, I'll just go break even, close 80% of my position, and then whatever happens, happens. But that's like basically me now being done for the day, right? So it's like, I did my job, made my money. If a runner can go, okay, great, I'll make some more money. If not, I don't really need the more money. I've already secured the bulk of the trade right there and got paid for my patience and my discipline. Oh, WAP. The thing is, I don't have any control over that. Yeah, I just operate the business on WAP. WAP has all their rules and restrictions, so there's really nothing that we can do. Besides make a crypto option, and I am trading crypto again, or with crypto, so that might be that actually might work. That actually might start to work pretty soon. Yeah, let me give it some thought. Never looked at NG until NQ? NQ maybe. Maybe NQ. 80% partials, game changer. Oh yeah. Yeah, 80% partials, you know, that changed my whole trading. Because now I knew, okay, I locked in my profits on the day. And if I get a runner, that's like icing on the cake. But if not, it don't matter. Like, I still locked in my profits on the day. Oh, natural gas. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Any advice on how to stop taking impulse trades? Yeah, make sure you have a confirmation candle moving forward. So if you look at the playbook, you have a couple that are confirmation candle setups, right? So you'll have, like, let's say a range, right? A range. And then in order to have a breakout, you have to have a confirmation, right? So you have to have a candle actually break out. So if you wait on that candle, you know, now you know you need a confirmation candle. So now you're not going to just enter on the break of some of these highs just randomly because you feel like it. All right, because you know, hey, I need that confirmation candle closing in my direction, and then I could look to take a buy, right? Or if you're, you know, coming down into a zone here where you think this is going to be the bottom and you're trying to call the bottom and take an impulse trade or whatever, just wait for a confirmation. You know, instead of entering impulsively, you have to wait for this guy to show up, a confirmation candle, before you can take the trade. So wait for your guy. You know, wait for your help, so to speak, to show up. And then once that help shows up, now you can start going, right? And that help is simply just a confirmation candle. So don't take impulse trades, just trying to guess and kind of call the tops or bottoms. Wait for help to arrive. Wait for backup. Wait for your partner. Wait for your business partner, so to speak, right? A healthy confirmation candle. And then you go in on the deal. So now moving forward, you know, you already know, oh, can I take a trade right now? Well, do I have a confirmation candle? No. Okay, then I can't. Or yes, I do have a confirmation candle. I can take that trade. So that's simple. You know, it's such a simple fix. Waiting for a confirmation candle moving forward and controlling yourself and making sure you're staying disciplined to that. Yo, what up, Kush? Nah, the trade that I took was in Asian last night. Yeah, we took an Asian session trade, and that was that. All right, Doji on the 15. So 15-minute time frame knocked out. Doji. Let's see how the 30-minute does. Hopefully we don't get a Doji. I'm looking for a breakout here. Closing full at partials for you. Yeah, nice. Yeah, some people close full at those partials. I always like to leave a runner just because why not? But yeah, full's not bad either. Is there a cooldown period after we wait for when news comes out? I like 15 minutes. Yeah, 15. Let a 15-minute candle close. Maybe even a 30-minute. Like in this case, I'm going to wait on the 30. But, you know, you have to basically wait for your playbook setup to show up. So usually that one doesn't show up in the middle of a red folder news event. But after, when it settles in, you know, give it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and then start looking and seeing if things are setting up in the direction that you want it. Hard for me to trust trades that are going against the trend, like an inverted celery or fake out. What would you recommend? Stop taking counter trend trades and just sample size them for the rest of the year. So if you're doing really good with trend trading and you're really trusting that and you have confidence in that, then kind of tailor back a little bit. Don't do too much counter trend trading. Don't do too much inverted celeries. If anything, watch them when they play out and journal them, right? So like, you can journal a trade without taking it, right? So let's say like it's a counter trend trade like this one up here. And instead of taking it because you're not really that comfortable with it, just journal it. Just take it, just journal it up as if you would have taken it, and screenshot the before and after. And then eventually this will breed you confidence, because what's the chances if you have 20 images from 20 different trades and 15 of them did this? You would start to gain more confidence, right? You would have seen that play out a bunch of times without any money involved, so you would have no emotions while you're studying it. And then eventually over 20 trades, if you see 15 of them play out just like that, now you know, okay, it's likely that this trade's going to play out, and that's when you can start to trade it again and go low size and kind of get your feet back in the water a little bit. The issue is most people are unwilling to take the time to do these type of things. That's all. So it sounds like a great exercise, but a lot of times when I say it, it goes in one ear and out the other, and traders just continue to keep doing what they were doing. So if you can slow it down a little bit and learn it, without any money involved or emotions, guess who's going to understand this position by the time January, February comes next year? You are, So yeah, if you're willing to take the time to learn, eventually you'll learn it and be able to use it to your advantage. Most traders are just not willing to build on foundation. They just keep spinning their tires. It's crazy. It's like, I want to take the 4 months to learn, but I don't have that much amount of time. Like, dude, bro, if you don't think you have that much time, you're in for some trouble, right? Because you have your whole future ahead of you, right? How do you not have 4 months to lock in and learn? What do you mean you need the money now? Right? I get that, but if you keep that same mindset and that same approach, you're going to keep spinning your tires. It's basically like you're trying to pull off the runway, and it's just you're in an oil spill. You know what I mean? It's just keep on spinning, not going anywhere. Exactly. And then all of a sudden 4 months goes by. No improvements. And you think, man, I wish I would have started 4 months ago. I don't want you guys to have to say that. I wish I would have started 4 months ago, 8 months ago, 11 months ago. I wish I would have started when he first talked about that. Just get it done. Get it done. Do you not want to make money? Hey, yo, J. Coop. Hey, yo. All right, 5 minutes for a 30 closure. So we'll see what happens. We get a 1 hour closure here as well. Make a little bit more closing full instead of when you take a loss, it's a full loss, not 80%. It's working for you, but yeah, basically I can just stack up so many W's before I run into losses, and that's where that win rate kind of helps out. Right, because even, let me pull something up here. TradeSet. Like, I took a bigger loss on Friday last week, but look how many, it's surrounded by winners, right? So it's hard for this guy to do any damage because of all the little base hits that I took. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for that one guy to really hurt me, or that one red day, because I've secured my partials, right, on so many different trades. So that's where the win rate really stacks up and overpowers the big loss. And it's been like that pretty much my whole entire career when I finally understood this, right? Is that closing that 80%. Some days I get runners, some days I don't, right? But ultimately, if you have a really good win rate and you're taking A+ setups only, for the most part, you're not going to be, that big loss isn't going to hurt you because you'll be able to stack wins, right? Right after that, boom, 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 that just overpower that. So yeah, it took me probably 2 days to get the loss back, but now it's back and now I can keep on moving. So, and it also didn't damage my month or my week at all. You see that? So one big red trade is never a heartbreaker to me. I'm okay with taking those trades because I lock in so many green days that it doesn't really affect my P&L too much. The problem is, you see how I stick to like 1 to 2 trades? One, you know, this day 4 or whatever, trying to get a loss back. 3, but 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So as I take those losses, I just chip away. You know, I just chip away. I don't try and get them all back in one shot. Sometimes I could, but I usually don't, and I just chip away. So it took me 2 days to get it back, but now we're back on a roll possibly. Yeah, I don't mind taking full losses because that's me really letting the trade work itself out and attempt to make that move that I'm talking about. So yeah, in this case, I would have my stops probably down here, and I would close my partials right here, 80%, and I'll do that all day long, all day, every day, because again, the chances of my trade coming down here, right? It only happens maybe 3 out of 10 trades. I think exactly 3 out of 10 trades. So yeah, 74% win rate on the year. So what's the chances that I can get price to go here, right, before price goes down there? Especially with the way we get in and, you know, how picky we are and how selective we are. Chances are, you know, I'm going to get a lot more to run up in that profit. Well, 74.3% chance I get a lot more to run up and hit that small profit target before I get them to go down and hit that bigger stop loss. So it just works for me. It makes money, and basically if it makes money, I'm going to keep doing it because that's pretty much what I'm here to do, is to make money. You know, yeah, I'm going to perform well, but the reason I'm trying to perform well is so I can make money, right? So if something's making money, I stick to it. That's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong. There's no trading strategy that's right. There's no trading strategy that's wrong. There's no management that's right. There's no management that's wrong. There's a strategy that makes money, and then there's a strategy that doesn't. There's management that makes money. There's management that doesn't, you know? So if you can keep doing what does make money, no matter how ugly it looks or, you know, whatever, how, you know, almost like awkward it looks because not a lot of traders trade like that. It is what it is. It still makes money. Right? And that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, exactly. What up, James? How are you, brother? Come on, Goldie. Don't leave the station. Don't leave the barn on us in the last minute. Chill out. Chill out. Chilsky. Chilsky. What happens if I take 5 losses in a row? Then I take 5 in a row, you know, and I gotta just battle back. It's certainly not gonna kill me, right? It's not gonna kill my account. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, if I take 5 losses in a row, I'm just gonna show up the very next trading session with a positive attitude and look for the next best trade according to the playbook and just chip away. What else are we to do? Yeah. Come on, Goldie. Just ruined the whole vibe here. Wow. No wick too? Oh my goodness. What a vibe. What a buzzkill. What a buzzkill. Who brought gold to the party? 1 hour, nothing here on NQ either. We're just, oh my gosh. See, that's why I wanted to see that 1 hour candle close and get that information. Was there any fake outs? Yeah, it might have been a fake out there. All right. I'll see you guys in Asian. Have a good night. Just kidding. I'm back. This has been the story of gold lately, a little bit. But we got faith, right? Faith trading. You just never know. You just can't count the TTE crew out. We might just pull one out of our hat here somehow, some way. Johnny Gems in the YouTube chat. I kicked him out of Zoom. I kicked him out the clubhouse because he didn't take last night's trade. No, I'm just kidding. Johnny Gems.
Yo.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, man? What up? I'm amazing, bro. Blessed, highly favored. Ready for the beer, ready to follow the trading plan. How you doing?
Incredible.
Hey.
Really phenomenal today.
Let's get it, bro. That's what I love to hear, man. I ask any person ever, how you doing? They'll be like, good. My guy Nick giving me the best words.
Bro, I'm feeling like today could be the best day of our lives. Like, straight up.
Same.
Like, this could be like that one day that we look back on. That's like the best day ever. Best day of our
100%.
life. You just never know. You just never know.
You never know, bro. That's the mindset. Let's get it, man. Hell yeah. Pleasure to be here. That was a little buzzkill there, but all good. We got more opportunity to come.
Thank you, Mrs. Lippy.
Thank you, miss. What up, chat? How y'all feeling? Feeling incredible?
Why don't we just flip an account today?
Why not, bro? Put the whole friggin' account online. Yeah, it would have been nice to have that breakout, but it is what it is. I was looking at that.
Got 15 funded accounts. Let's go. You guys using TradeSync? 3 minis on gold. Okay, cool. If you had a 5K live account, what lot size? Probably a little under 1 lot. One lot, probably. I'm gonna do a small account build as well myself here. So I got my Forex account that I'll do a little account build and see what we can get.
Yeah, man. That'll be good.
Trade some lower lots.
Make no excuses for the small account traders.
I'll keep my my TradeSet going though, just because I still got to make money out here.
Still got to do business.
But yeah, I'll try and just build a small account using like 1 lots and growing it, as I go.
Nice, man.
$100 to $10K? I don't know. I don't know if I could start with 100. I'll be honest. I don't even know if that's possible.
What do you? Yeah.
I don't even.
I guess
I don't
anything's
think
possible,
that's
but
quite
you gotta
possible.
put- that one's tough.
But hey, whatever.
What are you gonna start with?
$10. 10 to 10,000. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm
What
gonna
do
do
you
a
think you
$10
should start
account to 10K.
Yeah. Alrighty. I ain't gonna doubt it.
Never doubt.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
you
right.
gotta
That's
start
right.
with.
Yeah, anything is possible. Yeah, that's right. Anything is possible. You're right. Great attitude. $10 to 10 million.
Couple off stream trades.
Yo, Angelo in the building. Gotta start with 200 on TradeSet. Damn. I bet you they won't be bugging me anymore with a bunch of emails. If I
Yeah,
switch
right.
the account. The live broker that I'm using is Paramount Capital. Yeah, you can check them out. I got a link. I think we save a little bit on spreads. It looked actually pretty good. I actually had a better entry yesterday in Asian than I on my Forex account than I had on my Top Step account, which is crazy. Which is nuts.
You've been liking that broker, right?
Yeah, I haven't traded on a Forex broker, so I'm a little geeky about it because I'm like back to the old days. I think I'm
Yeah.
just a little like
I know.
geeky, but
Yeah, bro.
yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
Start with $50. You guys start with 50. I'll start with 1,500. $50, that's crazy. Then I'll probably have to open up like a 0.01 to get that going, right? That just sounds like a waste of time.
That's what, $1 or no, 1 cent. 0.01.
Yeah,
That's
like
1
10
cent.
cents. 10-cent lots.
Yeah, screw that.
$50, that'd be crazy. I did do a withdrawal. Yup, I did do deposits. I did check commissions. I did check spreads. I did check customer service. What else? Yeah, everything was the money in and out was actually really smooth, and it typically is with crypto. But you're talking minutes.
That's
what
quicker
lot
than
size?
TradeSet.
Oh yeah, TradeSet takes 2 days.
Yeah. Or at least just like a day, a couple hours. But that's way quicker though with Paramount. What are you using? You say Cash App you're using? Like
Yeah, you can use Cash App, Kraken, Coinbase, anything like that.
yeah.
I feel like Cash App is so easy though.
Yeah, that's probably what I would use too.
Yeah, Cash App. All you gotta do is buy your crypto on Cash App. It makes it so easy.
Wow.
And then literally just scan the code on your broker. Boom, goes in. Takes a couple, like maybe 2-3 minutes, and then you just do an internal transfer, and then bam, money's in the account.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll try and do a video on how to do it all, but maybe I'll make John do the video.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, if you can't use Cash App, then you just use like Kraken or one of the crypto exchanges.
Coinbase maybe.
Yeah, I think I
Something
like
like
Kraken better than Coinbase, but
Yeah.
yeah. Cash App deactivate your account. That's probably because they seen you buying Bitcoin like 8 times in one day, like 400, 300, 600, 800. What's going on here?
They're concerned.
Deactivate this account. You just blow your trading account and go back and blow it again, get back, blow it again. I used to do that back in the day. Out here refunding my account with like $150.
Well, like money you couldn't even afford to lose.
Yeah. Literally. I remember I was so pumped up. I put $750 in an account, and I was hyped. Any of you guys ever get hyped up where you're like, yo, here we go, baby. Here we go. Like you got your little Christmas money. You know, grandma sent 400. You're like, all right, here we go. This is going to be I'm going to become a new trader here, you know? And I was all fired up, and I'll never forget the trade. It was a breakout. And I oversized OD, and it made a low. And then I put my stop below the low, and I was literally risking. I didn't know how to do it at that time. Like, I didn't know, like, just some of the lot size stuff maybe. But, man, I got activated, and then this thing just literally annihilated my entire account in one trade. I was like, it was such a...
Good lesson
We just talked about buzzkill. That was such a buzzkill. I was so hyped, man. I had like $1,500 to my name, and 700 went in and straight out, literally on the first trade. And I was like, damn, man. I had to put my last 700 into the account. I funded it right back up because you know how we are as traders. It's like, what are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do? We just gonna cry about it, or are we gonna load it up and, you know, make the adjustment and not make that mistake anymore? So
Crazy,
Oh
bro.
man, that one hurt though.
Over risk. That's why it's never good to risk your whole account on one trade, because any trade can lose.
Kraken, I don't. It's just I feel like it's a little smoother. I don't know. The link, we put a link in the. I think we put a link in the description for the broker. Yeah, so you can find it in there, or hit. I think you can hit like !broker, and then find the link there. Exactly. We're like, what else am I gonna do? Like, go work at McDonald's? Come on, we gotta make this. We gotta make adjustments.
You're committed to the game, bro.
How many of you guys have ever bought a prop firm account? I remember I bought a prop firm account. It was like probably 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, here we go. You know, I'm just waiting for Raja to get on stream, and I wrote down on my notebook, I will not do anything until Raja jumps on stream, right? I signed it, pricked my finger, stuck a blood on it. It's like a blood covenant. And all of a sudden, some trade just shows up, and I'm like, oh, this looks good. Don's probably in it anyway. Raja's probably in it anyway. Let me just take this. Blown the account. Like, and now it's like, New York City, please don't take it on me. You know, and I'm like, damn, I got to go spend $500 on a new account. I should have just saved that one. Like, what is going on here? But, you know, what do we always say? Is like, what are we going to do? What are we to do? Not trade the session with the boys? Fill out that McDonald's application just in case. And yeah.
That's some kryptonite right there.
Let me fill this out just in case I don't get funded today. But I know I'm going to get funded today. I could do this. I mean, I haven't followed a set of rules in the last couple of weeks, but I know. I just have a feeling today's going to be the day. I pricked the finger, made the blood covenant, all that. Signed it in blood. I'm not even kidding. I had signs. I wrote like a letter out to almost like a contract. And I was like, I, Nick Stewart, will not take trades unless Don Vo takes the trade on the stream and I understand it clearly, you know, and I just tossed the contract out here and there.
Yeah, crazy. Shows you how meaningless words are unless you have actions that back them up.
Yep.
Like, that didn't change anything. You writing it down on your notebook, like, you still did not act in alignment with that, right? It's funny.
Nope. The only
So
thing
it just goes to show you, like, you need to be in alignment with what you're saying to do and what you're actually doing, right? For things to actually work.
Yeah, man. What really helped was if I was here, like, I would hear, you know, my trading coaches talk about a certain subject. And then, like, later on, I would go do something dumb on my computer that they were talking about. So not only did I do something dumb and paid the price, but I also connected it to what I heard here. So that made it a lot easier for me to start making adjustments. And that's why these streams are so important. One of the big reasons why we do them is because we're going to say things very often that you might not get it right then and there. You might not be listening right then and there. But later, when you make that silly mistake and your subconscious mind brings back the idea or the subject or the concept that we were talking about earlier, you start to put two and two together just a little quicker, you know, because it's like, I made that mistake, damn. And then my mentor also talked about, you know, that type of mistake hurting traders. You put two and two together and you're likely not to deviate or make those mistakes as often anymore. So that is one thing that really helped me, is knowing I was doing wrong, right? When I did the wrong thing, I thought for a minute, I said, nah, that was definitely wrong. That's not what my coaches were talking about. They were talking about basically, if I want to win, do the opposite of that, right? And I didn't. So yeah, it all gets stored up there. Hey, yo, Gareth in the house. What's goody?
Hello guys, how you doing?
Great.
What up, Gareth?
How about you?
Doing great.
Good, man. Feeling great.
You feeling great, or you feeling greater?
I'm feeling greater.
Feeling greater than great?
Get it.
Greater than great.
If there was a
No,
term
Robert.
for greater than great, I'd be feeling greater than that.
It is, bro. It's incredible.
It's
Did
not
I get
even a
taller?
term for how great I'm feeling.
I think I got taller today.
It's greater than great because we have a statistically and mathematically reliable trading strategy to use. That's why it's greater than great.
You guys do know that John is Mark Douglas's son, by the way. I don't think we've ever told you guys that.
I know we have to keep it low key because he's famous. So
Yeah.
I don't want all that attention, bro.
Yeah. You can see the resemblance too, if you really think about it.
For sure.
Hey, whoa, change the record, Nick Stewart. Whoa.
So what?
Didn't we win? Don't we have to add a W? I think we have to add a W from yesterday, right? I'm gonna have a talk with Mr. Nick. You think I forgot 2 W's? Uh-oh.
Bro, we got TradeSet for that.
5 years gold killed you? It happens, man. It's don't take this the wrong way, but you killed you. You know what I mean? It's like gold didn't kill you, you killed you. You know, you just did it in the gold market. And hey, by the way, once you can come to that understanding, I mean, that's like freedom right there, you know, because now you know, hey, it's in my control, and if I went south, I can certainly turn around and go north. Is it buy or sell time? It could be pretty soon, a little bit. We got no top wick, so we're trying to see what price wants to do here. But we stayed above that range. We haven't closed yet on the 30. We got 12 minutes left, so we'll see what happens. 9:15 candle closed. We closed bearish, so we'll see where we go from here. But where do you have your zone, John? At
I was on the 30
or-
minute. I was 50, because I was looking at the 30 minute originally for that breakout.
Yeah.
So I honestly didn't even readjust it yet with the 15 minute, but I kind of I'm gonna readjust it with that 15 minute zone now, because I kind of
So
like that
you're
better.
taking sells here, basically?
Yes, I was just looking at that. Basically, I'm gonna wait for a steeper upper wick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 4 hour tapping that target. So
Yeah, I was
1 hour,
playing this
30
zone
minute
here.
bolt, no top wicks.
Yeah, no top wick. That's kind of like making me want to play the other zone on the 15 a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, honestly, kind of late to it. Just kind of seen it happening.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a support right there. So I know it looks
exactly.
decent on the 15, but yeah, 30 closures. I think I don't mind waiting on a 30 closure. We still have all that range below this level here to move down.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait on that, honestly.
Oh, you know what? My bad. You guys can't even see them? Oh my god. Come on, I'm telling you, I have to have a talk with Nick Stewart later. What is going on, buddy? All right, here they are.
Yeah, it's a nasty range on the 30 minute
What up,
there.
boys? Yeah, 30 range is a little, you know, a little
That's why I was playing my
suspect.
That's why I was playing my levels there. 'cause
4
it
hour
was suspect.
bullish. Yeah. No top wick on the 30. Yeah. Yep. No top wicks. TradeSet call you talking about you owe them money, Norbin.
It's pretty wild.
So, yo, you went to some drawdown? You owe us that. Is TradeSet unavailable in some countries? It might be. I would reach out to the support team at TradeSet. They'll answer your question like right away and let you know whether or not it is or it isn't. I personally don't know off the top of my head. TradeSet, baby.
Yeah, chat. These are the times where you want to be careful with the 15-minute, right? When the 30 minutes kind of not looking the best. In those cases, it's best to wait on the 30-minute for better correlation. A lot of times you get on the 15-minute and you can get faked out during these times, right? Like you hear people sometimes say like, I'm struggling on the 15-minute, and that's probably why, because they aren't correlating well with the 30-minute.
Hey, give me a sec. Be right back.
All right. Imagine executing like a 15-minute sell when the 30 minutes tapping into a support, right? It's kind of conflicting a little bit, you know? So those could be the times where you get faked down the 15-minute. Why do we think the chart's bearish? Well, we're looking at that 4-hour tapping into that 44.50 level, that support zone to the left. So we're kind of anticipating maybe a rejection off that. But we need the clues on the lower time frames first. So we need to see, you know, playbook setups, clean ranges on the lower time frames before we can kind of execute those in the direction of the higher time frames.
Gotta love the kids.
Yeah,
Right,
Ken Hart,
Dad.
that's what I'm talking about.
Dad, looks like my hiccups are all gone.
Yeah, Ken Hart, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Way better correlation there, right? You know, maybe we don't take the sells on the 15-minute because the 30 minutes at support. So maybe what we do instead is we get an onion off the 15-minute, right? 30-minute being at support, and we got clean range to the upside. 4 hours still bullish, right? So you see how that's much better correlation. Makes more sense to be patient for that kind of opportunity, that type of setup, versus kind of just going right now at the 15-minute when the 30 minutes are at support. So yes, that's a way better plan.
In the cells, very nice, very nice. Do we ignore the bearish news on PPI? No. No, I'm open for both buys and sells. Pretty much every day I'm open for buys and sells. Just depends, you know. If the price action says up, I go up. If it says down, I go down. But if we do get a closure, I will use it and say, hey, you know what? The news came out bearish. We closed with no top wick. We're closing back below. We got clean range to the left. We got a high time of volume, you know, so I'll use it like that. But mainly going off price action. When a 4-hour or a 4-hour closing no top wick, yeah, it's tough. It's you're basically looking to play around in the fluctuation of the 4-hour candle. So one closed with no top wick, right? And now one kind of goes down. Next one, or I'm sorry, no top wick, right? And then one is kind of going down and up and down and up. You're just mainly just playing around the fluctuation down there. That's it. Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy because sometimes the lower time frames won't really give you much of a move when that type of stuff happens. Same setup like yesterday would be good. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that would be great. 15 minutes, not bad if you guys took that. I'm playing a different range, so if you're playing that 15 range, not too bad. If the 30 can close below though, I'll look for a 930 sell.
Yep, 5 minutes.
Plus your 4 hour, right? 4 hours still pretty bullish, so. Press and hold the wrist with your thumb, really. 50-50. You know, I got 100% win rate on getting rid of hiccups. You guys want to know what it is? Come on in the clubhouse. There's a court now. Pink elephants, baby. Pink elephants. Hold your breath, close your eyes, and just think of a herd of pink elephants. Try and see it as best you can. The big ones, the small ones, the babies, the pink trunks going up and splashing water. Do your best to imagine pink elephants while you're holding your breath. 100% win rate. 100% win rate. Let's give it a minute. Pink elephants, baby. Try it next time. I got y'all. Isn't that pretty crazy? If I ask you to kind of see a pink elephant right now in your mind, you can do that? Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I said, look, visualize the little baby one. You could do that too. Isn't that crazy?
It's like we bring it to life.
Like right now, like in real time. Nuts.
That's how powerful the mind is right there.
I say, nah, switch it to red. Look at a red elephant. Boom. Automatically your mind's on it. Now purple. Now blue. If the pink one look better. True. My mind went to Clifford. Hey, yo, Clifford.
Shout out, Clifford.
You want green? Hey, the best part about the mind is you can have whatever you want. Whatever you want. Olay would be like, rainbow? I'm like, Alan, can you see it? If you could see it. Offshore brokers, I mean, yeah, that's basically what you got when you run with Forex. Yeah. If you don't want anything like that, you got to go with like forex.com, which good luck there, or TradeOvate or something, or futures TradeOvate. Forex.com, you put like I don't even think you can trade one lot on gold with like, even if you had a 10 grand account. It's nuts.
Sheesh.
Hold your breath for 3 minutes. They should be gone by then.
9:30 coming up.
Okay, so if we get a 30 closure here, I'm really not looking for a massive top wick. I think the volume is starting to dump in. So as long as we leave a wick here, all we need is like some wick, kind of tapping back into the zone, and then it's pretty much good to go. So let's see if we leave a wick. TopOne isn't a broker. They're a prop firm. Funding company. What's up, Vince? How are you, bro? Great to see ya. All right, let's see if we can get the closure here. And if we do, then, top wick and should be pretty good. See if we can maybe break the low first and then come up for a top wick. Dun, 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 dun. What about the 15 support? Yeah, that's the only issue. So that's why I want to see a break of the low and then a decent, like a break of the high, top wick up until 4444, and then boom, we should be good to blast down if we re-break that low now. All right, there's our break of the low. Let's see if we can break the high once, and then from there, I'll probably have this sell stop. Yep, there it is. So I'm gonna have a sell stop here on gold, and we'll see if we can continue moving down off of that 30-minute closure there. Let me just get my other account.
Using current candle stops?
Yes, current candle stops, yep. All right, so partials for me will probably be sitting roughly, yeah, I'd say around 32, somewhere around 32 here. And then full TP probably somewhere in that wick fill. All right, we got to re-break the low though. Got to re-break the low. Stops are going to be back above the range for me, about 44, 49-ish, 44, 48, somewhere in that area. All right, we should have some volume dumping in here, so let's see how we can move at this lovely 930. We really want to see that low right there break. Do. Yeah, stops are going to be about 80-ish, 85 pips-ish, somewhere around there. Do I use TopOne Trader? I use TopOne Futures, but yeah, TopOne Trader is pretty good. Same guys, same company and all that. Good guys. All right, we'll see where we go here. We should be good. We broke the low a second time. I really want to see that low right there break, and then we should get a straight shot into 32 there. So stops are going to be back above. They're going to be current candle highs, but they're going to be sitting around 50. So 40, yeah, like 44, 50, 44, 49-ish, somewhere around there. Boom, 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 boom. $15 closed below support. No. 15. That's 15's the one time frame that's not really on our side here.
No.
All right, let's see. First time ever to miss the profits. Okay, very nice. Out to at least 15 closure. Okay, cool. Do your thing. Do your thing. Order filled, yes. Order filled. All right, I'm gonna go break even here on this trade. I'm closing partials right here. Yeah, right on that next break. Come on, come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Goldie. All right, I went break even though. I closed some partials on my other accounts. I didn't get hit there though, so we'll see if we can get hit there. But good trade, solid move down into that level of support, and that'll be a W. Yeah, I closed on my other account the partials, but we didn't tap here, so nice work, nice work. Nice. Ooh, a little $800 on my Forex account. I get down.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I like that. All right, good trade. I'm still going to hang tight in this one. I still got runners on my other accounts, and we'll see if we can get that thing to run. But good job. Another one in the books. Another one. Yes. Yeah, no, it's fine. If you're still holding, that's totally fine. Totally fine. But that was the area for partials there, so that's why we wanted to take some partials, move stops to break even, because we're running right into that little block over there. We could push right through it for sure. I think we will, but definitely want to secure some profits when we get into that, that zone down there. So that's the reason for the partials, and we'll see if we can keep moving. But man, if you got that off the 15 from earlier, you got a lovely entry there, eh? Beautiful.
Yo, for real.
All right, job well done. Job well done. Mainly, that trade was mainly off the 30-minute time frame. I wasn't really I wasn't paying too close of attention to the 15. The idea that this candle had closed without a wick, nice engulfing candle closing below support, clean range to the left into that little zone right there, and then full TP down in that overall wick fill there. So I like this move. Clean setup, and I think that'll be my partials here in just a second. But yeah, good move. Good move. Good move. There you go.
Order filled.
All right. There you go, Goldie. Okay, partials on my other account here, and now we let it run. So good trade. Nice job. If you close full, if you close partials, if you're still hanging on, we should get a decent move out of here. Nice. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. If you took that trade, hit a W in the chat, and that'll be the New York session. Yeah, on to the next.
Oh, they're really clean tries.
W.
They're really clean.
It'll work.
Yeah, 15 was the only one that was kind of, not really up to par, but other than that, W. We'll see if we start pulling back from here now. All right, nice job. Beautiful area for partials. Thank you for coming down and just tapping me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, we'll explain the trade in just a moment. I just want to see if we can get down into support. If we come down into support, I'll take another partial here, but I'm basically break even. Let me get a screenshot of multiple time frames for us.
Yeah.
4 hour crazy. 4 hour was crazy. Yeah, look at that. 1 hour with no top wick. So let's talk about this trade. So you have a daily candle, which I was personally bullish on the daily, but the thing is we ran up and broke that high way earlier, and then we started coming down to break the lows. So that was a little weird, a little sketchy there, that we were coming back down there to break the lows after breaking the highs. Now the 4 hour also had this lovely inverted celery, which you would really think that price would start heading north on the break of the high there, but the issue was it didn't have much of a lower wick, right? So if we were going to stay waiting on the buys, we were trying to wait for a support to form, right? Somewhere down here. That way we can continue moving up with that inverted celery, right? But the 1 hour started giving us the clues, right? Because the 1 hour closed with no top wick. So once that happened, the bullish party was pretty much over at that point. We waited for the 30-minute candle close below the range, left ourselves a wick there. We had all this clean traffic to the left. If we were gonna, basically go from here to there, right? Where would we run into any sort of problem? And it would probably be right here. Hence why we take partials right there, right? So we took our partials there. And yeah, now we'll see if price wants to keep going. But 15-minute had support. So we haven't had a closure below that yet. So that could also be stopping price from moving down. But ultimately, we were pretty clean into 44.30. And then that was the partials, or where the partials were taken. And now price can basically
Order
do
filled.
whatever it wants. There it goes. So perfect. Good trade. Good trade, good read. 15-minute, little risky, but everything else seemed to line up, especially with that 1 hour candle closing without a bottom wick or top wick. I'm sorry. Yes,
Nice
sir. Yeah, I'm keeping record of this as a 30-minute breakout / onion. Yeah. Great trade. W. Plus, you know, one of the big things is what do you think a big player of this trade was? Why do you think I got aggressive here? You guys know. If you know me, you know. Yeah, volume coming in. 9:30 is the time where you'll catch me getting the most aggressive out of any time in the 24-hour session. So 9:30 is where I can really count on that volume to push through into those partial areas and then eventually, you know, fill those ranges. So I think the whole range can get filled. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, good trade. And now we'll see how the 4 hour closes, right? Because now by the way, your 4 hours just all over the place here. So it makes everything just a little tough, but ultimately that'll do. That'll do. I'm fully out though. Fully out.
W.
Clean move. Yeah, man. No slippage either. Barely. I don't think any slippage. Entry was on point. I continue to monitor those entries and whatnot, and looking good.
Just can't help itself but to come and tap us out of BE though.
I know, right? Let's see that 5 minute real quick. Thank you, Mrs. Lippy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Wow, and no top wick. If I would have known that, I would have maybe been like, maybe not. But
Yeah.
maybe not. All right, but you know the cool part is, look how long we've stalled right here. So that should give you a lot of confidence. That should, you know, teach you, okay, you know, these levels and these partial TP areas are very important, right? Because even if this does drive down, I want you to take note at where it stopped, where it stalled, right? Where it got kind of the pushback, and you'll notice that it happened right in our area of partials, right? That's why we took the partials there. So yeah, just note that down too. All right, Charlotte. I think we got what, 75 pips there ish? 70? 78.
Yeah, they're out.
78. Yes, base hits, baby. How much did I make? I made I don't know. I made 312 on my XFA, 801 on my live Forex account, and 3,700 on my live futures account. So we made a little change here today. A little bit of money. But I'm not concerned with the money. I'm concerned with the performance, because I don't get that money without that performance, do I? Caught 82 pips. Let's go, Vince.
Hey, W.
W, bro.
Go.
An area where we'd have
this was
wick
looking-
rejections. Yeah, or like supports like that, like minor levels. What'd you say, Gareth?
With those 4 hour lows, this was a really, really clean trade. Yeah. Once I saw that we broke the highs and the overall trend of the day was kind of bearish, and then we were re-breaking those 4 hour lows, it looked really, really clean.
Yeah. Yep. I liked it. If this was any other time than 9:30, I would not have taken this trade. I would have had a support here, and I would have waited for a closure below. Please answer. You and Raja take trades using particular lots without doing any percentage based on stop loss. Are you doing it confidently because of the win rate, Nick? I basically do the math in my head, so I know like what I'm risking, and the way, like, we like to call it a detach size. So I know my account. I could do pretty simple math and understand how much percentage I'm making just by the amount of money I'm risking. So a lot of times I think I'm at the point in my career now where I can kind of size up a trade by looking at it in real time and determining how much I want to risk. So for instance, like, let's say I want to risk, I don't know, $6,000 on this trade, which basically is what I wanted to risk, right? So I know now, okay, that's going to be like, you know, X amount of percentage of my account. Can I handle that? Am I okay with that? Yeah. All right. And I'll do it. So even though I don't have it up here where it's like risk and percentages, I'm still doing that briefly in my head before I ever put the size on. Yeah. We'll see what we do from here though.
Yeah, 4-hour closure coming up, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
That was that rejection too. We were anticipating off the 4-hour in that zone.
True. Yeah, we're gonna get a new 4-hour close here, or a new 4-hour open. The trades have been heating up. We've been trading in Asian. We've been trading in New York. I think you guys took a trade or two in London, right? But we've been heating up. I can't wait to get out of these summer months, man.
For real.
Once September rolls through, we should start to see a shift a little bit. Got to the charts late, missed it. Yeah, no biggie at all. I think someone said they were in the buys too earlier. I'm not sure. I couldn't see the buy, so I'm not sure what buy you were taking. I just couldn't really see anything for buys at that point. I'm not sure if that was in the Clubhouse or YouTube, but I didn't see any buy. I think if you trade based off of time frames, you should just hold it. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. May, June were very good. July really struggled. Yeah, a little shift in the summer. Yep. Didn't trade yesterday. Yeah, all good. 15 was at support. All good. All good. When in doubt, stay out, brother. Nothing you did wrong at all. Nothing you did wrong. When in doubt, stay out. I'd say skill up, maybe. Knowledge up a little, so that way you can participate with like just some more confidence. It's all good. It's all good. 15 was at support. Like I said, like I mentioned, I would have never taken that unless it was 9:30, which is my number one money producing trading time. So I get a little bit aggressive at 9:30 just because my data calls for me to get aggressive. But again, if you don't have that and you're still learning, there's nothing wrong with sitting out of these trades and just learning and studying. And now jot that down. Jot down. Okay, Nick said the main reason because it was volume and it was 9:30. So now you know for next time, if it's you know, a lot of volume, it's 9:30. Maybe you can get a little bit more aggressive there after you watch it play out a couple times. How come I always wait for it to make a low and then a high and then break the low? I've just watched. I've been faked out so many times in my career that I just kind of. Price is sneaky, man. It really is. You know, like you'll get a closure, and then you'll get a little minor top wick, right? And then it'll break the low, and then a lot of times it will come back up and break that high, and now you're sitting right there with a sell stop. You know, after having a low, breaking the high for a second time, if you break that low again, right, chances are you're gonna rip down at that point. So yeah, it's just a little game I play with Price because Price likes to play those little games with us. Took that on the aggressive account today. Nice, J Coop. Let's go. Yep. Definitely a good example. Yeah, it is. So right now it's like all elite members, but J Coop specifically, we're testing certain things out within his data and when to step it up, when to size up, when not to, right? So it's a perfect example of 930, you know, clean closure on the 30-minute time frame, strong volume coming in. So yeah.
Nice job, J Coop.
Look at here. Can we push through? I think we could push through now. We got 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes we could drive. Imagine if we didn't close partials yet and it was like sitting there.
Yeah, right.
Just do it.
It's crazy how it can just go there and not hit it and go back up. Markets.
Told you, buddy. Oh yeah, you told me. All right. Yes, sir. My man. My man. Good to see you, bro. I love your consistency. You hold, though. You do the holding. I definitely think it still has room. I do agree. But that also doesn't ever keep me out of my partials. You know what I mean? My partials and my break even are very important to me. So they're more important to me than really having this thing run all the way down, to be honest. It's just simply follow my trading plan. So if I didn't plan here and I planned here, then I would have stuck to that plan. Or if I planned it down there, I would have stuck to that. But before I ever got into the trade, I understood what was happening in the market, and I decided to take some off right there and go break even. And I'm totally fine with that. You know, I made almost $5,000 today. You know what I mean? So I'm not a greedy guy. I'll take that. Oh, just salty? Yeah. You're like, no! I could have held that. You could have. But then what would you say if price went up? No! You would have been screaming the other way. So you just got to follow your rules, man.
Not me installed.
I need to follow every single day what makes my P&L look like this. And that's what I do. You know, I don't really try and complicate this thing too much. I take my partials. I want my P&L to keep looking like this, so I keep doing the same things every day. I could have. I should have. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know you can say coulda, shoulda, woulda after every trade, right? Every trade. Especially like you say, oh man, I could have, I should have. Man, if I would have. You know, don't do that to yourself. You took a beautiful trade. You know, I see traders do really dumb things, and they'll take a beautiful trade. They'll make a bunch of money real quick, but it wasn't good enough because it ran further. So when this candle closes, they try and get in again. And then it just literally takes all the gains that they got from the last trade. Like, it's like you took a winning trade and like you can end the day green here. That's probably better than 95% of traders today. Yeah. Because even if 95% of traders are green right now, guess what? Almost 100% of them are going to not be green by the time the market closes today, which is unbelievable. That's why I treat this like a bank robbery, and I get in and I get out and I'm gone, and that's it. You know, if a runner runs, great. If it doesn't, I still secured profits on the day. And it's not because it was $5 today, because I did that at $50. I did that at $150 days. I did that at $500 days. So it started back then. It didn't just start now that I made $5, right? It started way back when I was only trading what, John, like $100 days, $150 days. So yeah. I learned from that point to cut it down. And although I needed more than 150 that day, I still learned as a trader to cut it there and come back and rinse and repeat.
Yes, sir. And like, you can't say shoulda, woulda, coulda when you have a plan as well, right? Like when you have a pre-trade game plan based on entering and exit, there's no more shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? You can't be like, I should have held longer because the plan was to close here at this zone, right? So it's like when you have that plan, right? You won't be saying shoulda, woulda, coulda. I think if you're saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, that is actually shows a lack of plan on your end. So, have that plan, and then you won't be saying shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yep.
Because shoulda, woulda, coulda, saying shoulda, woulda, coulda is annoying, right? You get emotional. When I'm like, damn, I should have held, I'm getting antsy. I'm like kind of feeling greedy in a way, right? So it's like that just never leads to anything good in trading, saying that.
Well, if you think of it, you got two traders, stick figure me and stick figure who, and right, both traders take the same trade, and one's perspective is, yippee, holy smokes, I just got a winning trade, I'm done for the day, my job is done, this is going to be awesome, I secured my partials, moved stops to break even, and got hit at break even, woohoo, mindset's on 100. Trader 2, oh my god, I knew I should have held, look, it went straight down to TP. Look, I missed opportunity, right? Who do you think is going to walk away with a better outcome, better attitude, better behavior, better everything that trading session? Number 1 or number 2? Both took a win on the same trade, but two different perceptions, right? Two different ways of looking at it. This guy, he'll tend to go back to the desk and try and go trade the markets again, right? Only to lose money. This guy, he'll put his golfing hat on like me, and then he'll just go hit some golf balls over here, enjoy his life, hang out, have a good time, trade to live, not live to trade, and then come back and rinse and repeat. So two same exact scenarios, two totally different perspectives, two totally different outcomes. Happens all the time. Believe it or not, I know it doesn't seem like this because I know you see the guys and they throw their screenshots on Discord and stuff and you think that they never lose, but 95% of traders end the day like this guy, unfortunately. But we're here on this live stream to try and stop that, right? Try and dent that number a little bit and get more people grateful, right? That they took an awesome opportunity. Like Raja would say, bro, you took a winning trade today. Like, that's better than 95% of traders are going to do. Just call it a day. So, yeah, trader 1, trader 2, you choose. Both have a winning trade. Just one's upset about it and one's, pumped up. So, trust me, I was both traders. There was certainly a time where I was this trader, for sure. And then, obviously now you see me kind of more like that trader.
It really shows how powerful your mindset too is, right? In terms of how you will feel and how you will act, right? All starting based on how you think about it, So it really shows how powerful, your perspective really is and how important it is to have a good perspective, when you're trading, especially. Because that's the law of control right there in terms of controlling your life is starting to control your thoughts, and then you'll control your feelings and control your actions, because that's what the thoughts will trigger. Feelings and actions, and then actions will trigger results, right? So law of control right there, man. Power of the mind.
The power. You want to be a winner or a wiener? No, I'm just kidding. That's Tyler. That was all Tyler. Anyone ever? I used to do this all the time. I go up 500. I go, I bet today's too easy. Next trade, back to break even. All right. I messed up there. All right, let me go again. I need. Right? That 500 back. So what do? You give another 500 back away to the market, right? Now you were up 500. Now you're down 500. And who here has enough maturity to close the market here? Who here can say, you know what? Even though I was up 500, now I'm down 500. That's all right. I'll just call it a day. Nope. Right? Because if you are not cool with being up 500, you're certainly not cool with being down 500. So what do? You go back into the markets, right? And that's where this insane emotional hijacking starts to take place. And you know what? Every now and then you'll get yourself lucky and get back to break even or maybe even in profits. But most of the time, it's just going to keep bleeding. It's just going to keep bleeding. You know why? Because of you and your perspective. That mind up there, the thoughts in this mind, That's it. It's not the market's fault. It's not the P&L. It's not the management. It's you. You know, and now you're at a level where you are not making good decisions because you're revenge trading. So what do you know? Of course, you just cheapen out the trades, and at least that's how it went for me. And next thing you know, I went from up 500 to down 500 to down 1,500. All right, and then I said, you know what? The heck with the account. We're going all in, and it's a tough place to be. All right, because now it's like, I'm down 1,500. I only got a 3K account. Screw it, right? And I got to get this back. And then telling you, man, I know you guys don't do this. I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm telling you, this happens out there to traders. Yeah, it might have happened to a friend of yours, like a trading friend of yours, maybe a Discord buddy, but certainly not to you ever. But I'm sure you guys have heard these stories right here. I've gone through this a ton especially in the early days of my career, is just trying to battle back myself, right? Instead of just, calling it a day, taking my win, taking my loss, and keeping it moving. Instead, I took everything personal, right? And I had to get it back. So that very rarely worked. Sometimes it worked. John seemed to get out of a couple crazy situations, but, I wasn't following plan. I wasn't on edge. I was just, trying to use my experience and make money back pretty much.
Yeah.
But I know none of you guys do that. That's for like other traders and stuff. Oh, let's say it was 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. Would I have taken that? No, only because it was 9:30. Had a lot of volume coming in. You'd be looking like that the rest of the day, on the charts all day long. Who's ever done that? I remember thinking it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I literally could have been off of these charts by 10:30 this morning. I remember saying that. After Don and Raja shut their stream off, I was just trading. I'm like, I could have just took the win with them, been done on the day. Instead, I felt like I had to trade, all day long or whatever. So,
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Really gotta be careful of your habits here, right? I think like with trading, like habits are like friends, and like certain friends could get you out of trouble or keep you, keep you safe or even get you into trouble, right? Like I think like greed, FOMO, like those are bad friends, right? You hang around those, you have habits like that and you hang around those things, you're going to get in trouble. But if you hang around like discipline and composure and logic, like those are good friends. They'll keep you out of trouble, ultimately putting you in a way better position in life, right? Or in trading, just like good friends will put you in a good position in life and help you and not, get you in trouble, but bad friends will get you in trouble in the same way. So think about it like that as well. Yeah, because you get into trouble and it's because of those, bad habits in trading. Exactly, Simzy. Habits can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Yup. Peace out, James. Have a good day, man. Yeah, Norbert, I see that NQ move up. Nice volume there. Hey, NV, let's go, man. Congrats, bro. Congrats to you and your family. God bless y'all. Happy, man. Happy for you. It's awesome. Big bro showing him the Hot Wheels, man. Yes, sir, Mota. Big key right there. Always remember the markets always give you opportunities the next day or later in the day or later in the week, right? We don't have to always take a trade. That's facts. Will we take trades on the last 15 minutes of the 4-hour candles? Yeah, we will. It all depends, right, on what's happening in that unique moment. But yeah, if the setup's there, the clean range is there, the direction is there, we'll definitely take a trade in the last 15 minutes of the 4-hour.
All right, what now?
Now you call it a day.
We got a ASFX podcast dropping on Saturday morning. Saturday morning, we'll have a new pod. I'm also going to New York again to shoot some more pods. I think I'm going to be on 2 other podcasts later this month. So it should be cool. After the 1-hour close and no top wick, that I actually use that one as a sign of getting in this trade, because if that 1 hour is closing with no top wick, then it's just adding more probability to the fact that we're going to move down here. So yeah, I looked at it as a positive, not necessarily like a negative. After the winning trade, price gave us another breakout entry. Are you favored to enter in that position again? Nah, not really. Not really. Maybe if I wasn't in the first trade, I would have, but again, like that goes back to what we just mentioned, about taking those partials and then getting involved in something like this and having price go against you. It's just unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, if you made your money for the day, then why go back in and trade? I don't know. I didn't think this way when I first started trading, but over time, through experience, developing professionalism, I guess making a little bit more money in trading as well helped. But if I came here to make some money, whether it was, $2,000 or $5,000 or whatever it was, and I made that money. So I'm never quick to just jump into another trade. My job is basically done for the day. Why would I make life harder or my job harder by getting into another trade and then possibly getting stopped out? So of course I could win more, but as I mentioned, I'm not really a greedy guy. Like, I'm good with that. I'm straight with 1 or 2 trades a day, and I don't want to give my losses back. That's one of the biggest things I pride myself on, is when I win, when I'm green for the day, I stay green for the day, because that was one of my biggest weaknesses back, when I was first learning, was I would get green on the day, but then I would go blow it. So one of the things I really, really stand on today is, if I'm green, right, I'm going to try my hardest not to blow that green, right? I'll trade another session maybe, but I wouldn't close my winning trade and then get right back into another trade or anything like that. Up 20 pips on the day. Happy day. There you go. Yep. Good job, Mateo. W sesh. Yeah. Good session. What if I'm not green? Will I still try or wait another session? I'd like to wait another session. Yeah, but sometimes I will go in, but that's these days where I'm a bit more mature as a trader. I had to make a rule early on that I was done. Like, if I took a red trade if I lost a trade that day, I was typically done. Not because I couldn't find another setup to maybe make it back, but in between that setup showing up, I was doing really dumb things, trying to make the setup appear when it was going to require another hour and a half for that setup to show up. So nowadays, even like last Friday, I mean, I took a almost $7,000 loss and just called it a day. Didn't even try and get it back. So yeah, I really don't try and do that too much anymore. You went to the casino, won, got back. Yeah, exactly. It's like going to the casino, winning a whole bunch of money, going back up to your room where your beautiful wife is there, ready to hang out and chill, and you're like, I'm feeling lucky tonight. It's like, dude, she's right in front of you. why are you going back to the casino? You're like, I'm feeling lucky tonight. I'm going to go back to the casino. It's like, dummy. You're feeling real lucky. Stay in the bedroom. You already made your money. Right? And then they go back down. So imagine doing that. And then you go back upstairs. And your wife is sleeping at that point. She don't even want you to touch her. Like, get away from me. You blew it, dude. You blew it. You blew your shot. You know, that's what happens in trading a lot. You just blow your shot. It's done. You messed it up. It was on you. She said, how much money did you make, honey? She was all pumped up, too, in that room. And then you're like, oh, I'm feeling lucky. She's like, I bet you are, baby. Let's go. And he's like, yeah, let's go. We're going back downstairs to the casino. Green's a savage. Literally ever since the webinar this past weekend, every time I want to get in on an impulse or go against it, I stop. I love that. I love that. That's it. You know, in the beginning, you have to take those moments. From time to time, you guys will see me live in action take those moments and just pause for a minute, you know, and say, all right, you know, I got to make sure I'm following edge and sticking to what works.
Your job.
Wix is praising me on the live stream. Yeah, shout out to Wix, man. Real G. Real G. I can't wait for the ASFX pod. Yeah, it'll drop on, what did I say? Saturday morning. We talked about a good bunch of stuff here. This pod was about an hour long, so probably about 45 minutes. So, man, time flies when you're on some of these podcasts. It's almost like you don't have enough time. Later, Jose. I'll see you in Asian, brother. You got the money. You got the girl. It was a layup. Maniac. It was a layup, dude. It was too easy. Messed it up. We all have different rules. I didn't follow my... Yeah, exactly. We all have different rules, and I got to follow mine, and you got to follow yours, you know, regardless of what's happening. But one thing I would encourage you is don't let that get you all frustrated. Like, do yourself a favor and just shut it down. Just shut it down and just say, hey, you know, I didn't follow my rules today. I should have held, but tomorrow I'll be better. But don't try and do anything special today now. It's just, now you're kind of in a mindset of like, you messed up a little and you don't really want to trade from that state, if that makes sense. Randomly clicked on Gold Trading Podcast. Turned out to be Nick on. Oh, wow. Let's go, Soho. Let's go, Jason. First time using TradeSet and improving my trade. I love it. Oh, importing it? Yeah, love it, love it. So cool, right? Such a clean import, too. Yeah, man. TradeSet. If you guys need a good trading journal, my #1 recommended journal is the one that I actually helped create, and it's TradeSet. So, guys, this is what it looks like. Very similar to a lot of the other journals, but a lot of cool features in here that you can take advantage of. Look into it. TradeSet.app. It's fire. If you guys need any recommended books and stuff like that and audios, I would highly recommend going into this this section here and checking out some of these books. These are some of my highest recommended books here that you can get your hands on. So yo, facts, Green. What's better statistically, closing partials and going break even, or keeping it till stop loss or TP? For me, closing partials and going break even, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, later, Assam. Peace, peace. NV got the new baby out. All right, first winning trade for the new baby since Asian session hit break even. Let's go, bro. W. Wow, the kids look like you. Shocker. Hey, yo, Frankie. Later, bro. I'll see you in Asian Sesh. Cousin Frankie's on the live streams now. Gang, Cousin Frankie's on the live streams now. Let's go. And he's here in New York Sesh? That's crazy. All right. I thought you were only Asian Sesh. W. Okay, so gold I think has kind of bottomed out here. We'll likely, you know, start to retrace at this point. So if you guys are looking for more opportunities on gold, then, you know, wait for a retracement. The issue now is the 4-hour closing right at support there. So that was pretty much all we needed on the day. And, you know, now let the 4-hour kind of do its thing and make its breakout or whatever. But this 4-hour candle is looking a little tough at the moment just because you closed above support there. So I would probably expect a retracement at some point, especially for the new 4-hour top wick. So if you are going to look for more sells, maybe if you can get a move back up towards our break even, right? Resistance formed up there, then I think that'll be pretty good. And then NASDAQ is, I don't know, guys, what to do at NQ? You tell me. What's the plan on NQ? I keep hearing. I have no idea. There is no plan on NQ. Wait for tomorrow. NQ is beautiful to keep moving up, but you need a retracement. You know, so wait for structure here. You have obviously a closure above on the 4-hour, I believe. Yeah. So you really need a 15 or a 30-minute retracement, which is basically just a pullback, right? A support formed, and then you could probably look to keep buying. Yeah, that's it.
That 930 candle never fails.
Yeah. 930 on NQ, dude. Unbelievable. Do I have a Telegram? I don't have a Telegram, but I do have a Discord. Yes. Yeah, you got hit exclamation point Discord, and you can join our free Discord. If you hit exclamation point Clubhouse, then you could join the Clubhouse Discord as well. But no Telegram. So Nick Stewie Yui, that's not me.
So the signals isn't you, Nick?
No, we don't do those signals. They might be my trading signals. They're just someone else operating, because believe it or not, people actually operate WhatsApp. Like, they join the Clubhouse or the YouTube live stream, but they have their own little community who they sell signals to, and they sell my signals to their community, which is pretty crazy to think about. But yeah, I have proof of all this, you know, but what am I gonna do, right? So it is what it is. It's fine. I don't mind it. But anyways, that's pretty much it for me on the day, gang. Yeah, this is pretty much where you can find me, YouTube and in the Clubhouse. Other than that, there's a lot of Nick Stews, but just not one like me. W from Ethiopia. All right, let's go. Ethiopia in the house. Okay, I think we're good. You guys have any questions before we leave? Otherwise, we gone, man. We out of here. Job done. Job done on a lovely Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow will be the last day on YouTube for like a week. So all next week I won't be live on YouTube, unfortunately. But you guys can join us live every session in the Clubhouse. None of that will change. Clubhouse schedule remains the same, but YouTube gonna have to take a little break just because I can't bring my OBS with me where I'm going. So if you want to trade with us and you're not in the Clubhouse, next week is the week to get it in, to get it done. All right. Magnus, how are you, bro? Is Magnus here? I'm on mute. I communicate in writing. I did not see Magnus once today. Magnus, I'll see you in Asian session, big dog. All right? Promise me? Promise me we'll see you in Asian. Promise us. Maybe. All right, boys. Friday, we'll probably have the whole crew up here on Friday. So that's it for me. I'm done. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys back in the Asian session tonight. It'll be the last Asian of the week. And let's finish strong here between Asian and New York tomorrow. All right. Cool. Trey Young, Only Bands, Tamra, Fans Verdict Clubhouse. I'll see y'all on the next session. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Johnny Gems, Gareth, thanks for coming up here. Magnus, sorry I missed you there, buddy, but I'll see you in Asian tonight. All right. Later, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and your family. I've truly enjoyed my time being here with you all, and I hope today helped and maybe you learned something or two. But all right, I'll see you guys in the next session. Adios, amigos. Blessings. See you on the next one. 100. Later. Peace.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipping, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, hey, you know if anyone can, I can. Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course not. They don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, kinda went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can. Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and the mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick-tock, turn it to a tick, boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up.